One of the most common questions I get asked is how to bring in coordinate pairs, so geographic coordinates, degrees, minutes, and seconds, into the GIS environment. We have in our catalog some deer collar data collected from a GPS collar, which I can just drag and drop into my table of contents here. If we right click, we can open that data sheet. And here it is. We have both decimal degrees and UTM coordinate pairs. We can use either one of those to bring in the data. We have the state of Maine townships layer, and that is in UTM 19 North, as our deer collar data are. First, we're going to use the geographic coordinates. So that is in WGS 1984, which is the native language of the GPS system. If we right-click, we can display XY data, and it's brought in the data frame's coordinate system, which we don't want. We need to edit that. And I have this in my favorites, but if you don't, you need to go to Geographic Coordinate Systems, World, WGS 1984. Okay. And our X field is going to be GPS longitude, Y field, GPS latitude. Okay. And it does not have an object ID field. That's fine. It will get one when we export it. So here's our radio collar data, our GPS collar data, all in the town of Allagash. If we zoom in, we can see these data points, and each one of these, every 10 minutes, the GPS collar records a data point, and that's what we're visualizing here. Now, to create a stable shapefile or geodatabase layer, we need to right-click on this deer17.csv events and say Data, Export Data. And we want to export using the same coordinate system as the data frame, which we said before was UTM 19 North. So if we say deer17.shp, we'll call that 1. Yes, I do. And now we have a stable, usable shapefile with an attribute table with feature IDs and with all the data from the spreadsheet that we brought in before. Now the other way is to use the UTM coordinate pairs. So we have UTM northing and easting. Let's see if we can do that. So right click, display XY data, and we have UTM zone 19 north, and for our X field we want to have the easting values, and for the Y field we want the northing values. Okay, we have the same warning, that's fine. And let's see, so we have the same events with just a couple of extras. That's interesting. No, everything's the same, but sometimes ever so slightly different. Let's zoom in on some of these. So the difference between these coordinate systems is resulting in different point locations with a whole 1.33 feet difference. That's all right. So let's look again at how we export that into a stable shapefile. Right click, Data, Export Data. And if we want that to go as a type personal geodatabase, we could do that just the same as well.